Hello everyone, this is Mr. Swapnil Bapu Sahib Herwade, lecturer in Shri Institute of Technology Polytechnic Yatra Vichar. I am here with my new lecture on multiple choice question on our sixth chapter, that is heat treatment process. Okay, so we will go through some of the multiple choice questions so that it can be useful for your online exams. Okay, so we will start. First, question number one: that which of the following is not the heat treatment process? Basic question. Okay, as we know, we had gone through some of the types of heat treatment process like annealing, normalizing, hardening, tempering. Then again we have Osh tempering, Mar tempering, then case hardening methods like carburizing, nitriding, sanding, and we have two other methods like flame hardening and induction hardening. Okay, so we have four options like annealing, rolling, normalizing, and tempering. As we know, annealing is a process, normalizing is also process, tempering also process. Rolling is not a heat treatment process, it is a mechanical process which is done on some machines, okay, for the rolling of the plates. Okay, so rolling is not a heat treatment process, so B is the option is correct. Okay, so question number two: the rate of cooling is slowest in, rate of cooling is slowest in, we have four options: A normalizing, B hardening, C annealing, D tempering. Okay, so see, rate of cooling is depend upon what the media we use to cool the heated material or the heated component. As we know, annealing is done in the furnace, normalizing is done in a air, hardening is done in a water. Okay, same way. So cooling is slowest in this, annealing is option is correct because annealing is done in a furnace, so it will take 10 to 12 hours to cool, so option C is correct. Third, which of the following is not the annealing process? We have four options: spheroidizing annealing, B bright annealing, C supercritical annealing, D subcritical annealing. In this, as we have, as we had studied the four types of the annealing processes, in that first spheroidizing annealing, then we had studied the bright annealing, that is full annealing, we had studied the subcritical annealing. Okay, but we doesn't have a type like supercritical annealing, it is not the type of annealing process, so option C is correct. Next, maximum hardness is obtained in, we have four options: normalizing, annealing, hardening, and austempering. Okay, so see, hardness is depend upon the what a cooling rate we have in the process. Okay, so in normalizing we have optimum cooling rate or air cooling, in annealing we have furnace cooling, so it is slow cooling, in hardening we have fast cooling rate, in off tempering we have optimum cooling rate. So maximum hardness is obtained where there is a high cooling rate or fast cooling. So in hardening we have fast cooling, so the hardening will give you the maximum hardness. So option C is correct. Question number 5. Which of the following have the highest cooling rate? So again the same question. Which of the following have the highest cooling rate? Normalizing, annealing, hardening, or tempering? It is depend on the what media we use. If we use it any liquid media, then it will have the highest cooling rate because it will have the highest heat transmission. Okay. Then option C is correct. That is hardening. Question number 6. What is the product obtained after the normalizing? What is the product obtained after normalizing? We have four options: fine perlite, B coarse perlite, C bainite, and D martensite. As we know, the bainite is the output of the Osh tempering, so it is not the answer. Martensite is the output of hardening process, it is not the option. So it doesn't, we just we have the two things, that is fine perlite and coarse perlite. In this, as in normalizing process, we have the air as a cooling media, so it always give the some sort of high hardness, and we get output as a fine perlite because coarse perlite is somewhat softer one. Okay, next question number 7. Which of the following is not the purpose of the tempering process? We have four options: A to reduce hardness, B to improve the ductility, C to reduce the internal stresses, and D to improve the grain growth. As we have studied the tempering process, as we know, it is always followed after the hardening process to reduce the hardness of the hardened material. So option A is correct. B to improve the ductility. To improve the ductility means as we are decreasing the hardness, it will always improve the ductility. Option C to reduce the internal stresses. As we know, the hardening process is done with a high cooling rate, so it has some sort of retained austenite, some sort of retained stresses. So the tempering process is used to reduce the internal stresses. And option D to improve grain growth. The tempering process has nothing with the grain growth. Okay, it does not have any course with the grain growth. Okay, so option D is in, that is D is correct, that D is not the purpose of tempering process. All other three are the purpose of the tempering process. D is not the purpose. Okay. Next question number 8. Which of the following is not the surface heat treatment? Which of the following is not the surface heat? We know we have the four options: A. Cyaniding, B. Carburizing, C. Ostempering, and D. Nitriding. Surface heat treatment means just we want to heat the, just we want to hard the surface of the material. We cannot go inside the material, that is core. We cannot, we hard the surface of the outer surface of the material, which is called as a case, or you can say the surface. Okay, so we have four options: cyaniding, carburizing, and ostempering and nitriding. In that, ostempering is a option because cyaniding is also a surface heat treatment, carburizing is also a surface heat treatment, nitriding is also a surface heat treatment. So option C is ostempering is a not surface heat treatment. Okay. Question number 9. Which process requires the steady flow of ammonia gas? Okay, as we know, we had studied the case hardening methods. In that, we have gone through the three processes: carburizing, nitriding, and cyaniding. Everyone has its own mediums or the resources to have the carbon or nitrogen. Okay, so we have four options: cyaniding, nitriding, carburizing, and induction hardening. Okay, so see, ammonia gas have the chemical composition like NH3, means it have the N means nitrogen, and nitrogen is used in nitriding process. So option B is correct. Next, the purpose of heat treatment is to, we have four options: relieve the stresses, B. modify the structure of the material, and C. change the grain size, and D. all of these. So we know annealing process will relieve the stresses, tempering process will relieve the stresses, B. modify the structure of the material. All the heat treatment process will modify some of the structure of the material. And C. change the grain size. Annealing process will change the grain size because it will relieve the internal structure, with that it will also change the grain size. And D, as all these are the purpose of the heat treatment, so option D is correct. Question number 11. The used for surface hardening of small components like nuts and bolts. We have four options: carburizing, B. nitriding, C. cyaniding, D. none of these. Means here they are asking which type of surface hardening method is used for the small components like nuts and bolts. Okay, it is also a surface hardening method. For nuts and bolts, we use the cyaniding process. As we know, there we use the molten cyanide, that is NaCN, molten cyanide bath, where we place these all small component nuts and bolts to have the good surface finish, or have the good resistance to wear like surfaces. Okay, so nuts and bolts are surface hardened in cyaniding process. Option C is correct. Next, question number 12. In the ostempering process, the heat treatment, ostempering process of heat treatment, the austenite changes into, we have four options: A. martensite, B. trustite, C. sorbate, and D. bainite. As we know, we had studied the two processes, that is ostempering and mar tempering. Then we know that mar tempering process have the output as a martensite, ostempering will have the bainite. So option D is correct, that is bainite. Next, question number 13. The process in which carbon and nitrogen both are absorbed by the metal surface to get it hardened is known as. Question like, the process in which carbon and nitrogen both are absorbed. We have four options: A. carburizing, B. cyaniding, C. flame hardening, D. induction hardening. Okay, so as we know, carbon and nitrogen both are absorbed in cyaniding process. Option B is correct. Question number 14. The heat treatment process used for casting is. Which type of heat treatment process used for the casting is? We have four options: A. carburizing, B. normalizing, C. annealing, and D. tempering. So in this, normalizing process is used for the casting purpose, because here we use the air as a cooling media and is useful for the casting purpose, casting materials. Okay, see. Question number 15. Which of the following process require less time? Which of the following processes require less time? Option A is hardening, B is normalizing, C is annealing, D is ostempering. See, in all of the heat treatment processes, for the heating and holding process, we require the somewhat same time. Where we have the change is in the cooling process. and where we have the high cooling rate, it will require the less time. So the hardening will have the high cooling rate, it will require the less time period for the whole process. So option A is correct, that is hardening process. Question number 16. The heat treatment process used for softening hardened steel. The heat treatment process used for softening the hardened steel. We have four options: carburizing, B normalizing, C annealing, D tempering. As we know, the tempering process is always followed after the hardening process. So we use softening the hardened steel with the help of tempering process. Option D is correct. Question number 17. The hardenability is not affected by. Hardenability means it is the hardness of the material. Hardenability is not affected by. We have four options. A is air, B chemical composition, C critical cooling rate, then D cooling media. As we know, chemical composition will have the effect, critical cooling rate will have the effect, cooling medium will have the effect. Air, the simple air, okay, or the steady air does not have any effect on the hardenability. So option A is correct. The fastest cooling rate is achieved when steel is quenched in. Quenched means cooled in. We have four options: air, oil, water and brine. Air is not, because it have the optimum cooling rate. We have the three other are in the liquid media: oil, water and brine. In that, brine will have the high cooling rate because it have the low viscosity. Water and oil will have somewhat viscosity. Brine will have the low viscosity, so we will have the high cooling rate. So option D is correct. Question number 19. Heat treatment that requires heating a part below A1 temperature, that is between 500 degrees Celsius to 650 degrees Celsius, is called. Means we had studied some of the heat treatment processes where we have the temperature range between 500 to 650 below A1. That is, we have four options: hardening, normalizing, process annealing and full annealing. So as per our study, option C is correct, that is process annealing. Question number 20. Martenset is formed from austenite. We have four options: fast cooling, slow cooling, medium cooling and none of these. Martenset is always formed from austenite on a fast cooling because it is formed in the hardening process. So option A is correct. Which one of the following processes used to harden a steel? A normalizing, B annealing, C carburizing, D quenching. Which one of the following is used to harden a steel? Hardening of steel means quenching. Quenching means cooling. Cooling in a water or in a liquid media. So quenching is option is correct. Quenching means a hardening process. So hardening process will always give the harden of steel. Okay. Question number 22. Which color of heat represents the highest temperature? We have four options: blood red, salmon, dry cherry and white. When we heat any material or any liquid or any gas, if we have the high temperature, then it will color like a white. So option D is correct. Question number 23. Annealing improves. We have four options: a grain size, mechanical properties, electrical properties and D all of these. Annealing will improve all of this. It will improve the grain size, it will improve the mechanical properties, it will improve the electrical properties. So option D is correct. Question number 24. Mild steel can be converted into high carbon steel by. We have four options: annealing, normalizing, case hardening and none of these. As we know, the mild steel can be converted into high carbon steel with the help of case hardening methods. So option C is correct. Then 25. Hardness of steel increases with the basic question. We have four options: increasing carbon percentage, decreasing carbon percentage, by slow cooling and none of these. As we know, as increase in hardness, it will increase the hardness of the steel. So these are some of the questions. So this question, the hardness of steel increases with the option is that increase in option C. So next, thank you one and all.